Hi, I'm Terrell Turner, the host of Business Talk Library, and you are tuned into the weekly roundup where we talk about top business stories and how it can help you in your business. Now this week, we're talking about the fights. Yes, we're talking about Walmart and Tesla. Walmart suing Tesla. Why? We'll talk about it. And Target is fighting back against Amazon with its awesome quarterly results. We're also going to talk about the new fight in town, Wework versus Notell. And then we're also going to talk about the consumer report, and we're going to talk about a couple of things that I like. And guess what? I'm going to make sure you understand how all of this relates to your business. Stay tuned. So Walmart is suing Tesla. Yes, they are in an intense fight. And the reason why is because Tesla provided solar panels that go on the roof of Walmart stores. And in 7 of the stores over a period of time, those solar panels caught on fire and caused damage to the store. So Walmart is saying, hey, Tesla, you owe us money to cover the losses and the damages. Now, some reports show that these damages are as much as $8 million. Now, you may be thinking, what does that have to do with my business, Terrell? Well, it really comes down to this. Incidents do happen, even if you're working with a well-established company. Incidents do happen. That is why it is very important for you as a business owner to have business insurance. Now, I remember when I was a finance leader for one particular business, and we were in the middle of negotiating one of our biggest contracts. I mean, it was a very important contract that we needed to close. And I was due to fly over to Europe to go visit one of our suppliers. And Monday morning, my trip got canceled because there was a devastating fire at the plant in the UK, which meant all of our supplies were completely lost, which meant, hey, we're gonna have a tough time trying to close this big contract. But our business insurance helped close the gap and gave us the money that we needed to be able to get back on our feet and to keep the customer happy so that we could close this deal. Because had we not had the business insurance, we probably would have lost $23 million in sales. So if you're running a business, you want to make sure that you cover yourself in the event of something happening. So make sure you have business insurance. So Target had a great quarter, and they are sending signals back to Amazon saying, hey, we are still in this fight. Yes, Target is still fighting to be in the retail space because they're telling Amazon, you can't have all the customers because we still have something great to offer. Now, when you look at Target, I know a lot of people may be saying that, hey, they're still a big box store. People are shopping online. Well, the studies show that there are still a lot of people that are shopping in stores. And one of the things that Target, well, I'll say 3 of the things that Target is doing is first, Target is sticking true to its brand. Target has realized that, hey, you know what? We are not a cheap department store. We're not a cheap big box office store, and we're not a luxury brand. But you can get nice items for a reasonable price, and people like that about Target. And then second, Target is also selling its in-store brands, which means Target is not just selling brands that someone else makes. Target has their own brand of products that they are selling, and guess what? The profit margins are a bit higher on those, and people actually like the quality of the product. And then the third thing, Walmart, I guess not Walmart, but Target is doing better than Walmart in this, but Target is redesigning their stores. And when you walk into a Target, you actually feel like, you know what? I'm walking into a nicer type of store. And Target knows that, hey, this is what their customers want, and they're doing a great job giving it to them. Now, you may be asking, why does that impact your business, or what does it have to do with your business? It's something that you can actually do yourself. First is being true to your brand. Whatever your brand is, being true to that. Whatever style that your customers expect, make sure you deliver on that. I mean, for example, if you are a fancy steak restaurant, you probably don't need a dollar menu because that's not true to your brand. And then number 2 is having your own products. Now, I know a lot of times it's very easy to just resell someone else's products in your store. But when you can develop relationships with vendors to where you can brand the product yourself and people can start to trust your brand with those products, your profit margins will go up. And then number 3 is redesigning your store because you want customers to have an experience when they do business with you. If they show up in your place of business, you want them to enjoy the experience. You want them to walk in and say, wow, this is different. I like this. So make sure you study your customers so that you can understand how to stay true to your brand, how to provide your own products, and how to provide a in-store experience that customers will like. So the fight continues with Wework and Notell. Now, if you're not familiar with these type of companies, what they are, I guess you'd say, hoteling space, where they buy huge office building spaces and they lease them out to other companies. Because, hey, if you're a big company and you're like, hey, I need an office to use, or hey, I need a place to have my office, but I don't want to sign a 7-year lease, or I don't want to sign a huge lease with this corporate building. So you go to a Wework or a Notell. They allow you to lease small spaces or big spaces for a short period of time or a long period of time. It's very flexible. Now, Wework is preparing for its IPO because they believe that, hey, they have a strong enough business model that people want to buy their stock. But they have a competitor called Knotel, and Notell has just raised $400 million in private equity, which means they are a serious competitor because people are going to be looking and say, hey, why should I buy the Wework stock? You guys got a serious competitor on your heels. Who's really gonna win this fight? Now you're thinking about, how does this relate to your business? Well, it really comes down to this. When you want people to invest in your business, you have to be able to show them why your business is a winner in the industry. You're going to have competition, so you want to make sure people understand how you make money, people understand how they're going to get their money back when they invest in you, and you want people to understand that you have a future and you know how to win in the industry that you're in. Now to the story on the economy. Now, if you've been listening to any of the news or you've been watching any reports, you've noticed a lot of people have been talking about consumer confidence. And consumer confidence is very important to you as a business owner, because what the consumer confidence tells you is really how confident people feel about shopping. Because if people don't feel very confident in the economy, then they don't spend money. They're either saving their money, or they're trying to put their money aside, or trying to put their money in investments that they believe are, I guess you say, as guaranteed as an investment can be. Now, that becomes important because you have to understand how to navigate your business. Because if customers are not spending as much money, then hey, you may have to make some adjustments in your business, like cutting back on your expenses, or you have to be more strategic with your marketing so that you are getting your products and your business in front of the right people. But I will say the even bigger thing is that you have to make sure you are building a practical business. Because there are tons of businesses that I review and I analyze every year, and I am always just shocked at the number of businesses that are run and they don't generate a profit. So when it comes to having a practical business, it is a business that actually makes sense for the long run, meaning that you have sales and you have profit and you have enough cash flow flowing through your business that your business could survive. Because if you don't have enough cash coming through your business, then that either means you either need to borrow money from the bank, you need to find a private investor, or your business might be sold to somebody else because you don't have enough cash. So you want to make sure that you are running your business in a way that is practical, that it makes sense, because it doesn't take a genius to lose money. And there are a ton of companies out there that are just losing money. So you want to make sure your business stands out, because when times get tough, finding excess cash is not going to be that easy unless you are a business that is practical, that makes sense, and that makes profit. Now, something I like this week is a post by Ian Varley. He is the CEO of Ego Business Credit, and he does a great job of explaining how business owners can be smart about finding financial issues before they become a problem. So if you have a chance, check out Ian Varley's post where he talks about detecting financial issues. And thing that I like this week, it is the Finance Masters leaderboard post by Anders. Now, what this is a list of finance influencers or finance content creators. So if you're looking to learn more about finance and accounting and tax, this is a list of people that are on LinkedIn that you can check out their profile. They create videos, they create written blogs on various topics about accounting, finance, and tax. It is a great resource for you to find more great content and more great places where you can learn about all of these topics.